You dick!
You like to suck big dicks?
You are such a dick.
You're a dick.
Brenda?
Dick. You're a dick.
You're a dick.
Leave him alone, Ram.
You sure look like a dick
Okay.
to me.
You like to suck big dicks. Ow! Ah! Ow! Ah! Ow! Oh! Oh! I like to suck big dicks. Oh!
I'm not saying anything about Lauren Boebert that hasn't been said.
Well, that was recorded backstage at the Trump O'Reilly.
Oh, she's
event.
trying to ad-lib now. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Not to Get Live. I'm Jake Titan.
I'm your Miss Parker, and I will have you know that I rehearsed that in my brain, so it wasn't a total ad lib.
Still up in the air on the beard thing. It's getting out of control. It's making my head look big. Look how big my head is.
Really? Your head looks smaller to me. Sometimes it's what it actually looks like, and then there's how you think of somebody. If you think of somebody as a pinhead, they're always a pinhead. I know you're not a pinhead.
More like a fat head.
I have a
Looks
fat
like a
head.
fat head.
I have a big head.
Fits on you. You're tall.
It fits on you too.
So every once in a while,
broad-shouldered.
we like to bring back up like some forgotten nominee for Dick of the Week, like Lauren Boebert.
Yeah, I believe she's been nominated, but she must have had some really stiff competition that week because she was not crowned.
She
And
didn't get there. She didn't make it. So, in
She
case you've
didn't
been living
rise.
under a rock, they made fun of her on SNL.
right, they made fun of a lot of people on SNL, including Anthony Fauci. She failed to mention that, but
Marjorie Taylor Greene and the Cuomo brothers.
yeah, they made fun of the Cuomo brothers. But you know, in typical Trumplican style, there was much butthurt and crying over being mocked on Saturday Night Live, which arguably is proof that you're famous.
Well, when your Zoom calls and your ads look like, like just crazy gun shit. Like her Boebert's Zoom call she had all those guns in the background of her Zoom call.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And
I heard
Marjorie
about
Taylor
that.
Greene loves blowing up stuff with big guns.
Oh, yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene spends a lot of money on advertising to blow shit up. Anyway, well, Lauren Boebert,
Back to the Boebert.
I guess, has the
It was poorly acted. No,
has
that's
the
not too
thinner
true.
skin between the two.
Well, she's a dumber
Lady
one if there's
crazies.
such a thing.
Yeah,
Or-
it's not dumber than Marjorie Taylor Greene. You
There
probably
you go. There's
That's
a challenge.
that's an interesting comparison there. Not one that I would take. I would be very happy about if I were Ms. Boebert.
Jewish space lasers caused the fox tree to be burned down.
Well, my work here is done.
Yeah.
Colorado Representative
Don't get vaccinated.
Lauren Boebert attacked Saturday Night Live for being poorly acted
That's what you're going with.
after the comedy show mocked her and Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene as part of a new holiday episode.
Yeah, they mocked it like Screen Rant mocks your but Boebert's ad campaign. And she was all like, I'm going with my Glock. I'm going to the halls of Washington with my Glock or some shit like that. She made this crazy commercial. They were
I-
talking about like ad theater. And
I
stuff.
think these young
Or-
conservative
or-
congresswomen, they think that they'll get the male vote because they'll get the female vote by looking
See,
powerful.
she gets it, honey.
And then they'll get the male vote because the men will think it's
Women's
hot.
reproductive rights are all wrong. Don't you agree, honey? Look, MTG says it.
I don't need autonomy over my body. I'm trying to be a sort of Midwestern. The satirical sketch aired Saturday evening and depicted the Republican congresswomen holding semi-automatic rifles and referring to the coronavirus pandemic as a fake disease.
All right, you got to do this in the whole voice. Go for it.
The government has been using this fake disease to strip us of our freedoms. Do they think we're dumb?
No, everybody else does. The
To
government thinks you're dangerous.
To which Boebert replied, please, would they give a dumb person a gun? Yes. First, they said the shutdowns were until they found a vaccine, Green continued. Then they found a vaccine and said it worked.
And then a bunch of people didn't take it.
Then they said everyone should get it. Then people got it and it saved their lives. If that's not communism, then, honey, I might not know what communism is. So Merry Christmas, and remember, Bobert added, guns don't kill people. People.
That was your reading of the Saturday Night Live skit.
That's what it said there. That's what they said. People.
I'm saying that was reading for you guys by your
right.
Parker.
I'm doing
special treat. You don't get that.
So she went on Twitter and cried like a baby. Just saw the poorly acted SNL skit from last night. Seeing the poor trigger discipline from the no-name actress who made me think Alec Baldwin did the gun safety training over there. Oh, that's low.
That's a low blow.
BTW, when are they moving SNL over to CNN to die out of irrelevance? Oh my God. And that's going to be like the line of the year for the conservatives. I mean,
unlike you, little lady,
wit.
SNL's been around for 40 plus years.
Yeah, exactly. How long? She's what, like 30 something?
I don't know. Bobert's attack on the show echoed similar remarks made by Donald Trump, who railed against SNL on multiple occasions throughout his presidency. At one point, Trump even called for retribution against the show and asked the federal government to look into its comedic criticism, which is like, that's not what we do.
Well, I mean, the thing is that we have laws around satire.
Yeah.
And satire is kind of like the loophole. You can pretty much do anything under satire. And he wants to be like North Korea.
It's truly incredible that shows like Saturday Night Live, not funny, no talent, can spend all their time knocking the same person, me, over and over without so much as a mention of the other side. It's like, dude, it's not a news broadcast. But he probably thinks it's like real news.
I think he just doesn't understand that someone going on TV, that every TV show isn't the same. You can do a comedy show and be as biased
Political
as you want.
satire 101.
But the thing is, they make fun of everybody.
She just looks like, you're right, like she has the thinnest skin. She's like, Marjorie's in the background, a little blurry, like, oh, baby, you don't know the half of it. Look at her. She's just like, oh, I wish I was that young and good looking.
Oh, God damn it, Matt Gaetz. She's almost young enough for Matt Gaetz. Old.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Bobert, not the best. She says her thing is no trigger discipline. It's like, dude, these are actors who probably never held an assault rifle in their lives. And they're not real.
And they're not no name.
Those aren't you. That wasn't you doing that. They didn't like mind control you to acting it out. It's called comedy.
And if SNL ever mocks me, my work here is done.
MTG and Bobert are two easy targets. I think probably MTG beat out Bobert. Maybe that was like an all women's free for all dick of the week. Did we have all women one week?
I don't think so. I think we had like
we
Greg Abbott or something. There was I think it was probably like during the week of that Greg Abbott signed on the abortion law.
The ones responsible for screwing everything up.
We couldn't do that in 2022.
The week women screwed up.
The week when men did not
It's
monopolize
dickless dick of the week.
all the fucking up.
Dickless dick of the week. How about that? Hey, we're taking suggestions for new ideas for segments.
And we just want
for the next year, because we're going to change this up.
We want to remind you of the Dick of the Year finalists and send in your votes. We have Matt Gaetz, Governor Greg Abbott, Tucker Carlson, Ted Cruz, and Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yep.
Those are our finalists who will be receiving. The winner will receive the
limited edition trophy.
Limited edition Dick of the Year trophy, and we're keeping that under very tight wraps now because there's going to be an unboxing probably before the end of the year so that you'll know what award they're going to be getting. And maybe that'll influence your vote.
Yeah. So we're done thinned through the herd of dicks. We'll start looking up some other people that there's like for the rest of this week we can just go back through some notable mentions,
Some dark
honorable mentions
horses.
that didn't quite make it to the end of the year.
You mean who didn't ever win Dick of the Week?
No, who didn't make it through to the end.
Oh,
To
okay.
the last 5 finalists.
Right.
Although I haven't come up with my 5 finalists. The list is long.
But you have to admit, those 5 would be on it.
Yeah.
If you were to come up with a list, you wouldn't be able to exclude any of them.
I think it should be like the nation, at least 40% women.
So we got to get some representations. Okay, we can get Bobert in there.
No, she's too weak.
How about the Aptos Karen?
No. She did go full conspiracy. With
She
the
did
whole,
get the
like, She said
multiplier.
it was like a black ops. Dark,
She said it was a
deep
black
state.
ops. She
Used
said that
dark black ops and
from
deep
her
state.
resort down in the Bahamas, and she also invoked the Nazis.
She knows a lot coming from Aptos. She doesn't know how to clean her house, probably. But
No, that's what help is for.
her white privilege. That's right. She let her white privilege show. That was the multiplier.
Oh, she didn't just let it
Do not
show.
let your white privilege.
She
your white
amplified it. She
privilege
put it
show.
on blast.
So, you want to show them your toys? That's why we saved this time. You got a few minutes left to show them.
Oh yes. Well, no, but they're going to be
that's going to be
promoed in the next.
Okay.
But we need to do our promo for Dick of the Week.
DailyApparelStore.com. Grayson Babcock makes our swag, our T-shirts and stickers and whatnot.
You can make magnets.
You guys
so
can have some.
we don't have any at the moment.
Yeah, hit us up at nothingyetgroup@gmail.com and just ask us if you want some. They're
Yep.
pretty funny.
And we will send them to you.
Yeah, for free.
Mhm.
Just because we're cool like that.
Yep.
Oh God, we need more ideas for next year. We had a bunch that went by the wayside.
You know what? I have a notebook at home where I've got a bunch of ideas that would just never.
Ought to be 1 or 2 in there.
He's very critical
Got to be at least 1 in there. Yeah,
of the 500 ideas I've written down.
DailyApparelStore.com.
He'll like one of them.
So in the next segment, we're going to talk about some sad news because it's always the COVID corner. It brings us the sadness.
Yes, and I have to say, I know that we've been beating this drum over and over and
But-
over again, but we're going to
But
beat it
COVID's going to
again.
be over at the end of the year, so we won't talk about it.
Yeah, we're just having our last hurrah with the COVID. But
Yeah, the
no.
COVID corner has to do with a place that's kind of near and dear to my heart, even though I've never been there. But it's my favorite funny people come from there. But we'll get back to that when we come back.
We promise it'll be a little bit funnier in
Yeah,
the fourth
we're just-
segment.
We're just killing time now until the end of the year, really.
Yeah, and the weather's terrible. And I swear, the Earth has changed its angle. The sun is going down earlier
Than
than it normally does this time of year. It
gotta
is
be
more gloomy and more depressing. It's got to be because we're mining the moon.
Yeah, the hollow Earth. The hollow moon. Yeah, we're mining it.
We're mining it. It's upset the Earth's angle, and we're not getting as much sun. So we expect to get paid back in the summertime.
Could be the rain. I'm just saying.
No,
I know.
no, it's the angle.
I'm no Scientologist. We'll be back in a minute. This is Nothing Yet Live.
Yes, it is.
We got a little fire in the background.